Welcome, 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 welcome to the Wellness Healthy Living Group. All right, today, honey, it's Wednesday. All right, it's what most people call the love day. Okay, and we're gonna talk about what is love. Okay, what is love? All right, what is love? What is it? What is it, honey? What is it? Let me adjust here. Let me adjust. I was trying to find this. Hold on one second, you guys. All right, you guys. Thank y'all for your patience. All right. What is at the living group? Life with Leisha. Okay, what is love? Okay, we getting it started. I promise. I'm running behind y'all. Okay. All right. I just don't know where my I'm looking for something. I apologize. I thought I had it. I'm finna get it going. I had gotten a phone call while I was trying to get my little study session on, and it kind of threw me off for a second. But I was not about to not, okay, do the daggone thing. So y'all just hold on one second for me. Okay, you guys. I just had to get some things figured out here. But we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, you guys. Thank y'all so much for y'all patience. I'm still learning and getting things together here. Um Now why won't it pause? I mean, why won't it? Okay. All right. So I'm trying to mute my stuff, y'all. Hold on. We getting it together. We getting it. Okay. I don't know why. It's okay. It's okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get it going. All right. So okay. Welcome to the Wellness Healthy Living Group. Okay, honey, where we know that the essence of life is to communicate love. The essence of life is to communicate love, to move with love, to embrace love, and to live in your absolute truth. Okay, all right. So now, y'all know today is Love Day or what have you. And so, let's talk about it. Okay. But on a little bit deeper level, aside from what is actually being kind of portrayed for this day, because here, all right, we always discuss all things self. We're always discussing and talking about all things self. Okay, always, always. Okay, y'all bear with me because I'm a little discombobulated, but it's okay. We're gonna get it together. All right, let me see here. Something just feel a little bit off, but it's okay. I want to go ahead and at least get this out for those. Okay, get it out for those. All right. We're not gonna be long on here tonight. We're not gonna be long on here tonight because I want each and every one of you to go on and enjoy your evening, however you see fit. Okay. So first things first. All right. What is love? Okay. What is love? What is the true meaning of love? Honestly. All right. Love is a bond. Okay. That often involves understanding each other's core values, beliefs, and life goals. Okay. There is a connection that creates a sense of companionship where both or all parties, okay, individuals, okay, as I would prefer to say, feel that they are on the same team, working towards common dreams, okay? And so the act, the act, the act, the act of caring and giving, the act of caring and giving, the act of caring and giving, okay, to someone else. All right, that's true love. That's love, okay? Having someone's best interest, okay, and well being as a priority in your life, Okay, that is love. All right, a very selfless act. That is love. Now let me back up here because I love I love, all right, the act of caring and giving to someone else. Because y'all know I'm about to twist it. Y'all know I'm about to twist it. The act of caring and giving to yourself. Okay? Having your best interest and well-being, okay, as a priority, okay, in your own life. Okay? And being selfless. Okay? Having a very selfless act for yourself. Okay? What is love? It involves understanding your values, your beliefs, your life goals. Because the more that we take time to dive into other people, to get to know and to get to understand and to understand people, okay, other individuals, when we really don't fully understand ourselves, or if we're on a path or on a journey where, we're beginning to understand ourselves, that's the path that we need to continue to be on. I am not sitting up here saying to just go around and just push everybody aside and don't care at all. Now, to each his own, okay? To each his own. But do what you have to do in order for you to be able to have a relationship with you. Do what you need to do in order for you to be able to have a relationship with you. Okay? I'm not saying or even mentioning anything about going to do, some crazy, outrageous things to other people just so you can have your way. No, you can just stay well out of the way, okay, and stay in your own lane. Continue to create your own lane. Stay tunnel vision on your path, on your lane, okay? Now, yes, people may, want to switch lanes, meaning that they're going to touch your lane and things of that nature. But I believe that when you understand yourself, okay, and when you understand, what you bring, when you understand your beliefs, when you understand your values, all right, when you understand your life goals, that definitely puts you in a place as to where, yes, I have authority over this lane, because you, this particular individual, you may not be allowed. You may not be able to handle this lane. Okay, you may not be able to handle the horsepower, okay, in this vehicle, okay, to get you down this lane. Okay, so I suggest you back up a little bit. I don't know why I just wanted to say that. All right, so as we're taking the time to understand people, that includes us. We have to make sure that we're taking the time to understand us. And that is definitely a form of love for self. That I believe and am learning also that it is very important for us to be able to dive into, to tap into, however you may, whatever choice of words that you may want to utilize. I believe that it is very important, simply because it also allows you, while you're taking the time to get to know yourself, to get to understand yourself, this allows you to also get to understand other humans, okay, other individuals, okay, at a level that you may not have ever thought about before. The same amount of time that you take on yourself to find out what it is that you like, what it is that you dislike, and why you may like or dislike this particular thing is a great conversation, okay, to have when you're getting to know someone else. All right. You're knowing what to ask yourself. You're knowing what to say to yourself. You might be having full-blown conversations with yourself. And so when you tap into that, okay, you do know people. You know you. You took the time to know you. Okay. And with you getting to know you allows you to be at an even higher level and a greater advantage than some people. Because some people can walk around and say, you know, they take time to get to know people and stuff like that. Or they may say facts over feelings, feelings over facts type of situation. But sometimes those individuals be the main ones who claim to want to get to know other people, who claim to want to dive in to understand you, who claim to have your best interest, okay, as a priority in their life. When really they don't understand anything. Okay, let's say for example, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I had partaken in a what do you call it? It was some test, like a personality test type of situation thing, to find out more about myself. Okay, well, after I, did all of that and everything, and they were learning more so about an introvert and an extrovert, and then all the other things that come in between. Okay, and so with doing that, because I've been taking so much time for myself, when I got the results, I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised at all because I'm already knowing of these things. So that lets me know, okay, of course, there are other people out there that think totally so much differently that they're not even going to understand why I think the way that I think. They're not going to understand why I say, oh, I'm coming to work. I might be 30 minutes late, but would you rather me be 30 minutes late, knowing that I done took the time on myself, to prepare mentally, okay, get it together spiritually, and emotionally, to be able to walk up in this place? Or would you rather me come up in here on time and just cause total chaos all the day long? When you give me 30 minutes to myself, meaning if I'm still at the house and then I decide to leave at the time that I'm actually supposed to be at the workplace, I don't care because I'm in a good space. Some people give you the side eye when you say certain things like that, but that's a level of you understanding yourself. That's a level of you loving yourself. That's a level of you knowing yourself enough that you not only understand yourself, but you understand. Okay, you're able to take that mirror and literally flip it around to you and look at you versus spitting out things to other people without checking yourself first. And the majority tend to do just that. Spit out things without taking a moment to have a moment to reflect and look at themselves. This is what love is to me, pertaining to myself, because I am taking the necessary time to get to understand myself, which means that I'm taking the necessary time to get to understand other individuals, which means that, sometimes it can be difficult for me to understand myself and what it is that I'm doing. But I'm also knowing that there are other people who could be in the same boat, just things of that nature. And so for, for me, I'm not able to be quick to judge. more so than anything, I'm quick to question, or as far as coming from a seeking to be helpful type of situation. Because I know that I already have my best interest, okay, and well-being as my priority in life. And so if you're within my circle, or shoot, if I just meet you and you within the vicinity of me, and it's something that I'm actually able to be of help with, something as simple as holding the door, holding the elevator for somebody. When I see full well they a little bit too many steps behind me, and I know that the elevator is gonna close, but I'm knowing that this person that's walking behind me is gonna get on this elevator as well. So why not just hold the elevator? Make things simple. And that's a very small example as to what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter, okay, when you have individuals who are on a different path as you. If you have, honey, a common something that you all are working toward, and we'll just go back to the basics with this elevator. Y'all got something in common. Y'all both seeking to get to this elevator. Okay, and you in the lead. And you gonna get there first, and you know by the time you get there and push the button, the door is gonna be ready to close. So you're gonna be nice enough to hold that elevator button for the other individual to come in. What is love? Let's start at that basics of the basics. Okay, what is love? Okay, let's start there. Let's start that basic. Okay. Now, also when it comes to you understanding yourself, okay, you are understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. You take the time to understand your strengths. You take the time to understand your weaknesses. Okay. And you know, sometimes because you're in that stage and in that phase of your life, it could also take other beings to actually point that out to you. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that you're on that path of seeking the understanding. And you may not grasp it right then, but somebody could come along, you know, at whatever level and share that with you. And then you hone in on that. This is my strength. This is my weakness. Okay. So what can I do to improve here? Okay. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? You're going to start doing that. That's love. Okay. And that's love for you. That's self-love for you. You loving on you. Treat as much as we treat other people with kindness and things of that nature and respect. Okay, honey, we have to make sure that we do these things to ourselves. So as I'm speaking to you today about what love is pertaining to looking out in the crowd, we want to let that mirror come back and reflect to us. The same love that we're able to give to other individuals is the same love that we definitely want to be able to give to ourselves first. There's nothing selfish, nothing at all selfish about that. Nothing at all. Because I'm a big believer, especially now, especially on my journey as I continue to make my way through this thing we call life. It's coming a little bit easier to me that the more that I really do tap into myself and the more that I really do begin to love up on myself, love finds me. Love finds me. And we're not sitting here talking about the romantic type of love. Love finds me. All right. When you are already beginning to understand your values and your beliefs and your life goals, okay, you diving into that for yourself to understand that. Here comes some amazing people, honey. Y'all might have some of the same core values. Y'all might have some of the same beliefs. And your life goals may be the same. And there may be something that sets them apart. But at some level, because of the wonderful connection that you all have, you want to see each other do wonderful. Why? Because you have each worked on yourself. So your circle, you want your circle to continue to be on the up and up. You get excited about certain things just as it was happening to you. That's a selfless act. Because you've journeyed through the phase of pouring into you. Once you get to that level, it's gonna come so easy for you to be able to love others at different levels. All right? It's going to be so easy for you to love other people on so many levels. So to understand love, all right, a bond that often involves understanding, okay, yourself. I have to change it and put yourself first. All right? That involves understanding yourself or others' values, beliefs, and life goals. You created a connection, okay, that is a sense of companionship, okay, where, honey, you, yourself, and I, or the other individuals, feel that you all are on the same team, all right, and you guys are working towards common dreams. There is an act of caring. There's an act of giving to someone else, yourself, or to someone else, okay? Same thing. Caring for yourself. We got to start caring more for ourselves first in order to be able to care for other people in the right way. We know how we want to be cared for, okay? So this is something that I looked at as a situation when it comes to learning to love yourself. You're basically dissecting it. You're taking another physical being out of the equation, and it's just you. And if you were to add that person into the equation, some people would just go so happy-go-lucky, be real quick to be welcoming with welcome arms and, just wanting to love up on you real good and things of that nature, may want to cook for you or just spend quality time, all the wonderful things. But the question is, what is love for self? Are you doing these same things for yourself? Because if you're not, I can guarantee you that you feel so much less of yourself than what you should. You may put that person first, okay, above all the things that you have going on for yourself, and that's not fair to you. Now, as I'm sitting here saying this and sharing this, I'm taking notes. I'm definitely taking notes. Because you have people who actually feed off of that. There's no real love there. They just see the wonderfulness and the sweetness, that you bring. And they want it all to themselves. Okay? And then leave you left alone again, meaning that you're going to have to figure yourself out again. And trust me, we've all been through it, especially within relationships, because we basically mimic what we see. Okay, we think when we hear the word love, okay, I said it to my family. I love y'all. You spend quality time with your family and whatnot. It's a different type of love, like, than you be with your friends. You love your friends, okay? Y'all hang out and y'all kicking it, y'all doing y'all thing. Then you hop over here and you're in a relationship with somebody, okay? And that love, you know, is totally different. When at the end of the day, all we've done was name everybody else who we love on. And all of that wonderful love that we give to all of these different people for whatever level that they are in our life, we don't take time to give love for ourselves because we don't even understand what that looks like. And so you heard me say before, especially if you've been tuning into the Wellness Healthy Living group on Facebook, that people are afraid or scared to be alone with their own thoughts. Some people think that it's crazy when other people say that they talk to themselves. Well, I guess you find me crazy because I talk to myself all the time. And honestly, it does bring me some peace because I know that I'm okay. I know that I'm an intuitive individual. And so with me knowing that I have that within me, that knowing that I've sparked that, honey, that fire, I lit that match, lit that light to let it come and shine, that's something that nobody is able to take away. Now, they may try, okay, and then at that point, I got to go into battle, which I've had to do at a level where I was already learning and understanding myself. And that was a terrible battle. I felt like I was in a spiritual warfare type of situation. But we ain't gonna talk about that too much. I had to go through that battle and get back to loving me because universe already had me on this path with the right individuals, okay, right there for me to continue to pour into me as I poured into myself, that allowed me to pour right back into them. And then all of a sudden, I'm tested. I jumped in the pool for a minute. Then I got cold. I said, I got to get up out of this. My little fingers turned into the little shriveled up prunes. I got to get out of here. I made that decision because I chose me. I chose me in the midst of, because I had already taken time to love myself, to understand myself enough to know that this person does not have my best interest or my well-being as their top priority in their life when I have theirs, because I have mine. And so that's not an even balance. That's not even balance. That's unbalanced. And so when it's at that level, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. And sometimes in any relationship across the board, you want to try to stay and mend it and fix it and work on it and things of that nature. But baby, if it's just not fitting, it's just not fitting. It's just not fitting. And you don't want to give up, and you want to make sure you give it your all. But at the end of the day, I ask myself, who did I give my all to? Did I give my all to myself? Did I pour into myself? Okay, while I'm sitting here wanting to make sure that I aim to please, the other person or persons. Okay, do I remember what it is to love myself? Okay, while I'm over here loving up on them. Now, this message is not to say don't love on other people at all. Of course. But the first person that you need to make sure that you dive into is you, in order to understand self and others. And once you've been able to grasp on and tap into that, it's no other feeling. It's an amazing feeling because you're really in a place where you do set the boundaries. You do have control over the energy that you give, that you want to give, and that you don't want to give. And so it's not going to it's not going to hurt so bad. It still might hurt a little bit when it comes to certain relationships, but it may not hurt as bad because you remind yourself of who you are. You remind yourself of what love is to self. And you begin to ask yourself these different questions, okay, to yourself. What are your values and your beliefs and your life goals? Were they the same people or persons or peoples, that you were, had these different ships with? What kind of connection did you all create? Okay, were y'all on the same common path, same common dream? Okay, did they care and give to you just as you cared and give to them? And sometimes with that one, it may be take a little bit and take a little less and get, you know what I'm saying? But if it's been given, okay, and being shown, okay, and whatever the love language is for you guys, all right, just as well as you put yourself as a top priority, do they put themselves as a top priority for themselves? And then do they also add you to it? Okay. What is love? Do you understand your strengths and weaknesses to even be able to understand somebody else's strengths and weaknesses, or to help them, pull out the strengths and weaknesses that they have? I'm not able to lie about it. I really did not like having to answer that question when we go, having different interviews and things of that nature, or being asked, what is your strength and what is your weakness? I'm like, why? And really, because I didn't know, I didn't understand, I really didn't understand what that meant. It really wasn't ever explained to me. I had to do some Googling due diligence to figure out what that meant. The question is just there. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Hello, I don't know. So I had to figure these things out. And within doing that, okay, I learned so much about myself. Okay, now, how do you treat yourself? Do you treat yourself with kindness and respect? Okay, are you nurturing, honey, your growth, opening to evolving? How are you talking to yourself? What are you thinking about yourself and your feelings of yourself? Then that's the kind of tribe that you will attract. Okay, think about that. That's the kind of vibe that you will attract. That's the kind of energy that you will attract. The way that you think and you feel about yourself, those are the same type of individuals that are going to be coming your way. Now, I don't want to sit there and say all the time, because you got the people out there who put a mask on and good at putting that mask on to fit in. Okay, and then they just pop out. Okay, and they show their true colors. And then when that happens, I'm like, okay, this is a test. Okay, this is a teaching moment. I'm supposed to be learning something here. And so I take it for what it is, and then I dive into that. But it always leads me back to me asking these questions to myself about me loving myself. All right. What level of understanding do I have for myself first? Because the other person ain't going, at that moment, they don't matter. I got to get myself in alignment and get myself situated, okay? So that I can, do what it is that I need to do. To continue to stay on that path. So understanding, what love is, the meaning of love for yourself. All right. And so real quick, we have 4 types of love that we all need. And understanding what is love, okay, this also ties into your wellness, healthy living, which y'all know we have 8 dimensions of them, 8 dimensions of wellness. And so the 4 types of love that you need, But that we need is that physical love. Okay, y'all know we want the touch, the closeness, the presence. Okay, now this can go different ways because our physical wellness says it's the ability to maintain a healthy quality of life that allows us to get through daily tasks while listening to what our body needs to be energized and in good health. Touch, closeness, presence. For yourself, when it comes to your physical wellness, to physical love, what does your body need? You know, some people might be like, oh, I need to get into the gym, or oh, I need to get home and do some workouts, or oh, I don't need to, eat this no more because, my stomach is getting this way, or whatever. I look at that as a form of loving up on yourself because you're able to see, okay, that there is an issue there, and you focusing on, okay, resolving that issue that you got on yourself. For yourself. Physical love. Okay? Touch, closeness, presence. Being present. Okay, within the moment. That's what I look at it as. You look in the mirror, you see something you don't like, let's go take care of it. Now, I didn't say nothing about go get no extra stuff input into your body. Okay, that's not what I said. Whatever allows you to get through to your day to day, okay, that your body may need, don't ignore it. Pay attention. Give it that touch. Give it that closeness. Give it that presence. If it's calling for it, something that's going to be beneficial to your body, why not? Okay? Mental love, understanding, thought-provoking. Understanding. We've said that word quite a bit. Okay? Understanding you, that mental. I had to tell someone today on how to love on themselves. Or I don't want to say I had to tell them, but just gave them a quick reminder. This individual that I had gotten on I got on the elevator first. And they came right in behind me, got on the elevator, and we were talking about our rising, how everything had been going thus far. And this person had said that it took them 2 hours to get to work. It was so much chaos going on off of the highway that it was ridiculous. So before I got off the elevator, it was my business. What is love? Yes. I had, took time to understand, and I had a moment to think. All right, about that person's situation. Now, see, this is how fast love goes. Okay, this is how fast love goes, and love can be delivered and received. Okay, reciprocated, or however you may want to call it. I understand what it's like when you got a long drive in, or whether it may not be a long drive in, just within the timing could take a long time due to traffic. And what's that? That's a mental thing. Okay, you have to mentally get yourself together after that, because you could be in stop and go traffic, all of these things. Then you got to come into the workplace and you go sit at a desk or a cubicle or what have you. That is mental. Okay, so I already understood. And guess what? My act of love, honey, my selfless act was me actually making sure I took what he was sharing with me into consideration for myself. Okay, understanding that we had a common thing here. We both getting to work. We're both on this elevator that's going to drop us off on the floor of this building that we need to get to our destination, so we can go ahead and do our 8 hours and get on out of there. But in order for me to be able to sprinkle a little love on him today, I told him, I said, you know what? I said, it's all right. I said, yeah, that 2 hours, I know it. I know it. I know it. Okay, and I understand it all too well because I've had to do that before. I said, but you know what? I need you to take a moment for yourself and woosah it down. I said, because that's 2 hours, okay, that your mental was being tampered with. That's 2 hours that your mental was being tampered with. So you need to make sure, okay, you check in with your mental self. Be aware of your mental. All right. Woosah out and everything is going to be all right. And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, you know, I appreciate you so much for that reminder because I so needed that. Y'all see how fast that love was reciprocated right there? Okay. Okay. All right, that understanding. Oh, my. The third love, emotional love, feeling seen, connected, or wanted. Feeling seen, connected, or wanted. Now, with our emotional wellness, have a positive attitude, high self-esteem, a strong sense of self, and the ability to recognize and share a wide range of feelings with others in a constructive way. Feeling seen, connected, and wanted. But you got to get a strong sense of yourself. You got to check your own attitude. Okay, check that self-esteem. Because now this can play different ways now. Feeling seen, connected, and wanted. This could also play on the fact that you're an attention seeker. And that ain't good because you don't seek attention within. All right, you need to seek attention within. Dive in, get connected, feel seen within you, get connected within you, feel wanted from you. And then when you go out, wherever you go out, honey, your emotional stuff is in check, honey, because that you got that positive attitude that can't nobody knock down. Okay, you got a high self-esteem that can't nobody knock down. You have such a strong sense of yourself. All right, the relationship that you have with yourself, honey. Okay, you're able to recognize and share a wide range of feelings with others in a constructive way. All right, you ain't at that level. You ain't seeking attention because you already give yourself all the attention. So feeling seen, connected, and wanted, emotional love. But pertaining to emotional wellness, baby, you got that in the bag. You got that in the bag, baby. Last type of love is spiritual love. The chemistry, the energy, meaningful. Okay? And our spiritual wellness says the ability to find meaning in life events, to demonstrate individual purpose, all right, and live a life that reflects your values and your beliefs. Chemistry, energy, meaning. Chemistry, energy, meaning. And we touched on that. Understanding your values, your beliefs, and your life goals. Wow. Understanding the connection, okay, that you have with yourself, the chemistry that you have with yourself, the energy that you have with yourself. All right, that will allow you to be able to understand the chemistry and the energy that you have amongst other individuals. That could also lead to a meaningful situation. All right, you find meaning. Okay, you find purpose. Okay, in yourself. Okay, and then you find purpose within all the different amazing relationships that you have. 4 types of love: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I feel real good about this one. I feel real good about this one, honey. Y'all tell me, honey, did I touch on something today? Did I open up a can of worms? Did I open up the brain to get y'all to thinking about some things for yourself? All right, when we tapped into what is love. Okay, what is love? Okay, honey, understanding. We got a lot of understanding to do that ties in with some understanding. All right, understanding the values and beliefs, okay, of yourself and then others. I'm just a real big believer on understanding yourself first, which will allow you to understand other people. I'm not able to see that no other way. Because when you slip up on yourself and you decide to give more attention to other people, no. We got some problems. You're going to continue to forget about yourself. You're going to get lost in the sauce, honey. Anywho, you guys, happy love day to y'all. Knowing what love is. Okay, what is love? All right, that bond that involves understanding, okay, of self and others' values, okay, honey, beliefs and life goals. All right, understanding that connection, okay, that creates that sense of companionship. All right, having that team, okay, that's working towards the same common goals, common dreams. Okay, make sure that you care and you give to yourself first. All right, honey, have your own best interest and well-being at priority. Don't be sitting here depending on somebody else. You already have yourself in order and have yourself in check. All right, you understand and know your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, don't have nobody else trying to tell you what your strengths and weaknesses is, because make sense. You got to dive in and figure out all the different things that you like and you don't like first. So start loving on you that way. Get out there and just do different things. And I'm saying this to myself because, baby, we about to get out here. All right, not going to be all out over the place, which I know what I'm saying. We about to be out here. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that because I'm knowing that what I have happening right now is opening up a door to some more great opportunities for me, meaning there's going to be some networking and some connecting, okay, with other beautiful individuals that is also gonna, honey, we're gonna have a common dream, common goal, okay, in mind, and we're gonna bring that, okay, to fruition. Okay, well, that's all we're gonna discuss about for today, honey, on Wellness Healthy Living Group, talking about what is love. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and tapping in. Okay, to all the wonderful enlightened ones. All right, make sure that you share, okay, this video, all right, with someone that you love. All right, continue to, honey, uplift. Okay, subscribe, follow. Okay, y'all see the social media handles right there in the corner underneath my name at authentic.ali.me. That's either on Instagram or TikTok. All right, continue to follow and support the tribe. Okay, continue to support and uplift the tribe by following and subscribing. Okay, follow and subscribe to continue to uplift the tribe. Okay, that's how it go. All right, y'all go ahead and have a wonderful evening and enjoy yourselves. Okay, or your family or your loved ones, whatever the case may be, just enjoy. All right, you guys, until next time, live, laugh, love, and be blessed.